Иди сюда, мой хороший. Да, иди сюда, Фрося. So I have cats now. I'm gonna pick her up, but she's not gonna like it. And I'm gonna be very gentle. You can like kind of see her. She doesn't like it. This is Frosia. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I personally offended her. She's still exploring my desk though. And now she's just sitting there. She's gonna be my filming buddy. And this is the other one, who also doesn't want to be here. This is not the best way to hold cats, they don't like that. But it's the best way to show them to you, so you got a glimpse, and that's it. And she's also just kind of chilling here now, so yay, cats! So I'm having quite a productive bracelet making streak. I just filmed the bracelet roulette video, which I'm really excited for you guys to see because that was so fun. Actually, you might see that before this vlog. Timing is weird when you're making videos. It makes no sense. But I just filmed that. I now have cat hairs in all of my bracelets. Worth it. Anyway, I'm having a really good bracelet making streak. I found a really cute multicolored thread that I like, which is Anchor 01360. Never seen it before. It's apparently been around for a while and many people have used it, but I've never seen it before, so it's new to me. And I instantly made a bracelet with it. This is that bracelet. I am absolutely obsessed with the pattern. I think it's so cute. And I love how the multicolored string works here as well. Of course, as always, pattern is linked if you want to make it. And I also started the same bracelet with the same multicolored string in pink. Cat is now really interested in my string. Please do not attack me. She's eating my string. She's full on eating it. Can you not? Yep, can you not? Can you please not do that? That's also not safe for you. My God. Give it back. Ew, disgusting. Cats are fun. So anyway, I want to make it again in pink. I thought that was really cute. And I also have a third bracelet that I started that I cannot find because I have a mess of strings and bracelet on my desk right now, and it's just, I'll show you at some point in the video though. Please stop. I don't want you to learn to play with my strings. That is a bad habit. Please don't do that. So yeah, I'm having a great time. I'm making tons of bracelets. I'm also filming tons of videos at the moment, and I'm posting more than usual, which is great. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but hopefully you did. And hopefully you like that, because I'm really enjoying it. I also started filming a new TikTok/Instagram Reels series, which is basically going to be like my beginner tutorials that I've done on YouTube, but in TikTok and Reels format. I've been doing sort of 60-second bracelet tutorials for whenever I post a tutorial on YouTube that's easy-ish. I kind of try to convert that into a 60-second bracelet tutorial, but obviously within 60 seconds to include everything from start to finish, it ends up being really smushed and kind of incomprehensible. But those did quite well. I got quite a lot of views on that. People seem to really enjoy that. And I've been getting feedback that it's too quick, which makes sense. But I was only ever using that to sort of test the waters. So I'm gonna try posting these now and sort of more in-depth, slowed down, easier to understand tutorials, so we'll see how that goes. And also, yeah, I've just been having a really fun time. I met up with Marina and Vale, who you might know on Instagram. They're amazing bracelet creators as well. I've already met up with Marina a few times before, but I met Vale for the first time this time, and we had a blast. It was such a great time hanging out with them. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I guess I'm just gonna bring you guys along on my bracelet journey for this vlog. And now I've finished this bracelet. Look how cute it is. I love it. So this one was part of the bracelet roulette challenge and also the 24-hour alpha challenge. I really like how this one turned out. Also haven't made an alpha in such a long time. It was so fun to make this finally. But for now I'm taking a break from the alpha bracelets and I'm making a ton of candy stripes. So I'm currently working on this one. It's kind of like a pastel rainbow, and I did a half triangle start here. I also have one in this color combination, also with the half triangle start. I'm doing double stripes here, single stripes here, and then I also have 2 candy stripes with the basic loop start that I am also working on. So all of these are for a candy stripe tutorial. I finally decided to film one. I didn't want to film one before because I do truly believe that you should be starting with a chevron, but a lot of people really enjoy candy stripes and I thought, you know what, might as well. I'll put a disclaimer at the beginning that I do believe you should start with the chevron, but I might as well have a tutorial for this. And there's 4 of them because 2 of them are for YouTube and 2 of them are for short form video like TikTok and Instagram Reels. So that's what I'm working on now. I sort of did a pause on the alpha challenge because that one's going to take me a while to film and I kind of want to get this out before I get that out. So, and also these won't take me too long. Like this one, I did this very quickly. And also this is the biggest one. So I'm working on this for now, and I have so many other bracelets that I want to work on. I finally filmed a wrap up for this month and I'm doing a monthly challenge again. Look at me. Who is this? Am I 2019, 2020 Masha again? That was definitely the peak of my channel, like 2019, 2020. That was when I had the most time to post the most videos. That was the time when I made the most bracelets. I had a ton of fun then. To be fair, I mean, I still have a ton of fun now, don't get me wrong, but my point is I was just like so into everything that I feel like that was definitely the peak. So I'm very excited to kind of get that feeling back. I finally filmed another wrap up, my god. I stopped filming wrap-ups. My last one was November of last year, but then the one before that was in August, so like there was a pretty big gap. I stopped filming them because like I just didn't have enough time. I didn't have enough time to make bracelets. I didn't really have the motivation to make bracelets either. Like it comes and goes in waves, you know? And I always wanted to get back to it. I always wish that at some point I would have made enough bracelets within a month that I would have actually felt confident enough to actually do another wrap up. So the fact that I finally did one this month, it feels amazing. I'm very happy about that. So definitely check that out if you haven't already for the challenge. I would love if you would participate in that because those challenges are so much fun for me. So hopefully I'm gonna do another wrap up after August as well. I definitely have enough bracelets started for that. I'm still working on the bracelets for the Alpha 24-hour bracelet challenge, and I have a bunch of normal bracelets that I also want to do this month. So yeah, let's talk about books a little bit. I haven't actually read that much because I've been making bracelets mostly. That's kind of like my two hobbies. They kind of wave in opposing ways. Sometimes when I'm knotting, I am listening to audiobooks, so I'm able to sort of combine the two, but they do kind of tend to, my focus tends to shift from one to the other. Anyway, point is I didn't really read that much, but I listened to Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I quite enjoyed that book. I think I already talked about that though, so let's move on. I listened to the first Throne of Glass book. My reading history with the Throne of Glass is a bit messy. It was actually in one of these vlogs, I think the first one, that I read The Assassin's Blade because I thought that that was the first book in the series. I did not realize that was a prequel and you're not meant to read it first. I read it and I was quite confused, to be honest. I enjoyed it, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but I didn't realize it was a collection of short stories. I didn't realize it was a prequel, and so it would have made much more sense had I read that as an actual prequel, so after reading the first however many books you're meant to read in the series. I read that, I enjoyed it, but then kind of fell off. Never really got into actually reading Throne of Glass. One of the main reasons for that is, and I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone, I think that the covers of these books are horrific. I hate the covers of these books. I really, like, there's something about them I can't. Makes me sound really shallow, but like, I don't want to pick up a book that I don't like the cover of. Reading is an experience that is enhanced by a pretty cover. So unfortunately that was the reason why for the longest time I did not want to read these books. But then I read the acc.soph.sories by Sarah J Maas and I quite enjoyed that. And I decided to give Throne of Glass another shot. So I got the entire series as a box set for my birthday. I still find them very ugly, but they are now on my shelves. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna start reading these, cool. And then I went to Russia for 3 months and I didn't take any of those books with me, but for whatever reason I decided like I have to read them now. I just was in the mood. I'm very much a mood reader and I got in the mood and I was like, I have to read them now. So I was doing the 24-hour bracelet challenge and listening to the audiobook. That was also the only audiobook that was available to me at the time. So the two things kind of combined, me wanting to read that and then it also being the only thing there. Anyway, so I listened to the first audiobook and I enjoyed it. And I'm now listening to the second one. And then it is revealed that the covers are getting an update. I'm very annoyed by this. Like, I'm very happy that the covers are finally getting updated to an actually like decent cover. But why did it have to be after I finally got these books, after not wanting to get them for years? I finally made the decision, I finally got them, and now the covers are being changed. Ugh. And I was planning on coming back to London in September and actually reading them physically, so like cracking them open and reading them. And now I'm thinking like if I should just try to sell these books because they're literally brand new and untouched, and then try to get the ones with the new covers. But then there's two reasons that are stopping me from that. First, I actually want to read them now, but also the new covers are coming out like in February of next year, and the ones that I want to get are only available in the US in paperback form, and I don't like the versions in the UK because they have the ugly stickers on them. Lots of reasons, and I'm very annoyed, and I just wanted to share that because like I'm happy, but I'm also very annoyed. So thank you for listening to my venting session. Hopefully at least someone understands my very trivial Stupid problems. Anyway, we've got tons of bracelets left to make. I'm still working on the alpha challenge. Now that the candy stripes are done, which I don't think I showed actually. I finished 4 candy stripes and I'm actually thinking about wearing 2 of these. I'm like considering it, but I finished 4 candy stripes. 2 of them were for my channel and 2 of them were for like short form video like TikTok and Instagram Reels. So yeah, now that I've finished those candy stripes, my husband has actually been helping me with editing videos. That's one of the reasons why I've been posting much more, is because he's been helping me do the rough edit of the video, and then I go in and I actually like clean it up basically and do all the graphics for the tutorial, because obviously he doesn't understand bracelets. I have to do the pattern and the graphics on it and whatever. But yeah, he's been helping me edit that, so he's sort of done a rough edit of the tutorial. So now all of that is out of the way, I can actually focus back on the alpha challenge. So that is what I'm gonna be doing, and hopefully I can get it done at least by the end of next week. I'm currently recording on a Saturday, so it's been about a week since the first clip. But yeah, hopefully I can get it down by the end of next week. So in total, that would have been 2-ish weeks that I was filming this, but we'll see. Life is very unpredictable, and next weekend is quite busy for me. It's my dad's birthday, and my sister-in-law is having her hen do. Exciting stuff happening. So yeah, let's make some more bracelets. I finally finished the 24-hour alpha challenge. Apologies for my croaky voice. I am sick with COVID at the moment, so that kind of explains that. And I have been for a while, so there's been quite a bit of a gap between this clip and the last clip. I also realized that I don't really want to show you these bracelets before the video comes out, so I'm not going to be showing you guys them. It's kind of interesting, I only now realized that the last 3 bracelets I did all used the same background color, and I didn't notice that until literally right now. That's kind of funny. But this is now complete. I'm very happy. And I made 4.5 bracelets, which is more than I thought I would, because alpha bracelets take forever, but I'm really happy with it. I also finally read The City of Brass, which is one of the 3 books that I brought with me in physical form. The other 2 were It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey, which I already read, and the 3rd one was The Alloy of Law by Brandon Sanderson, which I'm currently reading. But yeah, I finished this one and I absolutely loved it. I am so sad that I can't like jump into the next one straight away, because I really want to do that. But I think once I get back to London, which is coming up relatively soon, the first thing I'm gonna do is go and buy the 2nd book and just read that, because oh my god, I want to know what happens next. This was fantastic, like 10 out of 10 stars. Not even 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. And that is not the same thing in my opinion. Also, I'd like to complain. I got my nails done and then immediately fell sick, which is great, but that's not even what I wanted to complain about. My nail broke. Like, can you see that? Yeah, there it is. It like broke. And it's in such an unfortunate place that like I can't really cut it off, because it hasn't grown past where my nail should grow, and that's gonna be really painful. I went back to the place that I got them done at, and they like fixed it with like special glue or something, and then it broke again in the same place. I'm really annoyed, and so I'm trying to be very careful about this nail now. But I was making a bracelet today, and the string kept snagging on that when I was making forward knots, so I started to make forward knots with like my middle finger to try to not do it on this one, but it's so annoying. Anyway, I'm hoping it grows out relatively quickly, and then I could just kind of cut them down for my next manicure. Anyway, I'm gonna cut this vlog short. Usually my vlogs are a little bit longer, but I am feeling sick and I don't really anticipate having much more vlog material for a while, until at least I get better. So I'm gonna cut this short here. I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. There's definitely more videos coming that I filmed from before I was sick. I was planning on doing 2 voiceovers for 2 Not With Me's, but I sound horrible. So maybe I won't be doing that. I feel fine, by the way. Like, the most like temperature I've had was like 37.6, which is an uncomfortable feeling, but it's not horrific, you know? And I've just been coughing and just generally feeling really tired. But I feel fine, you know, I feel fine. So like, don't worry about me, I'm just kind of updating you. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's weird jumble and mess of a vlog. But I definitely had a good time, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!